And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flushed out right. And he coughed it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Out of the gun, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit.
Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's rock now. 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
180.
On first and 10, Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
180. Gun. 20. Hey.
Second and 10, Newton again. He'll rifle this one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
First down, McDonald. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing again on second and 10. McDonald dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over!
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McDonald going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And Thomas has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Operating from the gun, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on second down. McDonald going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McCaffrey on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, get right down.
They snap it to Newton. He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They start the drive with Cook. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set. 180.
To throw on second down. Newton. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take it through.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on first down. Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. throwing on first down. McDonald looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Throwing again. McDonald. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Pick up, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. From the gun, McDonald. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McDonald. And this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Operating from the gun. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. A big play there for the Panthers. 64 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
180.
McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to rifle. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. McDonald. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. Adjustment with their confidence.